Welcome to the second installment of the £500 forex challenge. Just to refresh your memory, what we've done is we've taken £500 and we're going to see if we can, first of all, first goal, break even, and secondly, make a profit. Well, actually there's three. The main one was not to go bust. Have a look at the previous video if you haven't seen that. That goes into a bit more detail about what we're looking to do and see if we can turn a profit against the banks and the market itself. So without further ado, because there's a few trades that I took last week, let's have a quick look. Right then, everybody, so this is the tracker that I did. If you can't remember what the tracker was about, have a quick go of listen to the other video. And that will go into a bit more detail about stuff. So we've got the date on there starting on the left hand side. We've got the September, the month, how much we've started with, the date, what the pair was it long or short, what time we went in, what time we came out, was it done by an app, so on my mobile phone, or was it done on my laptop, and then whether it was a day trade or a swing trade. And then of course if we won or lost, what our losing pips were, and the monetary value as well. And if we shoot right the way along across the other side, the right hand side, that gives a running total of how much we made or lost as well. So the first one, Australia and the US dollar, you can see right the way on the right hand side I put 2 stars next to that. To be honest, I should never have taken that trade. It was the first day, it was Monday the 9th, and I normally stop trading round about, if I'm day trading, I normally stop trading around about 7:30 in the evening. As you can see, it looks like I forced the trade a little bit, tried to force it to go in. Should always let the market come to yourself rather than you go to the market, and of course I lost. So great start there. And if you notice as well, underneath that I've got the euro and the yen, and that one I went in at 9 o'clock. With my swing trading, I usually go in at about 8:30, 9 p.m. At night, because I know that the day's coming towards the end, market's starting to switch off, and it'll give me a good impression on my algorithm and stuff that I use for swing trading, because it's different to day trading, whether I should go in there or not, whether I've got a possibility of a trade. If I haven't, then I just leave it and forget about it. There's a couple on the right hand side where you'll see I've got like stars and like R or did NFR. So if I go to the first one down, which again is the Australian dollar and the US dollar, it's got an R next to it. That one nearly hit my target, but I actually reversed, or took a loss on that one. The one underneath it, the USD CAD, again that one reversed and I took a loss on that. And again underneath that one you'll see you got a win, £1.5. It was like 2 pips. That nearly hit target but started to reverse, so I thought I'll just take that little bit of a profit there. There's 2 also on there as well, where if you look it says place trade on Euro GBP but change mind, minus 30 pence. Place trade on USD CAD but change mind, minus £1.90. I put the trades on, but to be honest, after I'd put the trades on, it just, something was niggling me. It just didn't feel right, so I just came out of the trade. If you're not 100% confident in the trading that you put on, and you're constantly checking it or doubting yourself, to be fair, you probably shouldn't put it on in the first place, which is why I came straight out of it. The biggest win that I had last week was the Euro USD, the swing trade. Gained 30 pips on that. That was a good little trade. Went on there about 9 o'clock at night. I knew that I had some Euro news coming out. I think it was around about 11 o'clock, 11:30 the following day. And I came out at 10 o'clock because it had done me quite well, so I didn't want to push it and watch it reversed if the news didn't go our way. The biggest loss that I took last week was the Australian and the US dollar, the one where it reversed on me. Now if you look on the app and the desk, which is on the left hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth column, you'll see that I've got, from the first 5 trades, 4 of them were apps and I lost on every single one. So after seeing that, I've always wondered whether it makes a difference whether you trade on the desktop or on your mobile phone, and I've kind of like had an inkling before that if I trade on my phone app, I don't seem to do as well. Don't know whether it's the size of the screen, can't see it properly, can't judge the candles properly, I don't know, but I decided to take it off. Lo and behold, I then got 4 wins in a row. So that's something that I've learnt. Total though, so the weekly target for last week was 25 pips and I actually managed to take out 81, so I'm really happy with that. What's that? That's like a 300% target. I took 18 trades, 9 wins, 9 losses, only a 50% win ratio last week, which, to be honest, I'd take 50% win ratio if I came out at 300% to target. It probably won't happen every single week. There's going to be weeks where you lose money and stuff, but I possibly need to look at how I can refine the algorithm a little bit and see if I can get rid of some of them losses. Although saying that, 2 of them were my own fault because I've changed my mind on them, so I pulled out at a bit of a loss. And the app was accountable for 4 of them as well, so just off my desktop I probably lost 3. But you know, we're not in this to try and sort of make ourselves feel better. If we take a loss, it's a loss, so we're still at 50% either way anyway. Right, so this slide, I've got a couple of slides on here now, which I'm not going to delve too much into. I'm literally just going to be quiet and just show you for like 20 seconds each slide. So it shows the actual transactions on there, so you can see on the 8th, I think that was, I put across £500. Immediately on the 9th, well not immediately because it hasn't got time on there, I took out 235 and I moved that from my day trade one into the swing one, and they're the trades that match up with the Australian US dollar, the USD and the JPY. So I'll just be quiet for 10 seconds and I'll let you look at that. And the other one here, so this gives the trades from the 10th to the 11th. And you'll notice on this side it's got funds transfer to swing, funds transfer from swing, funds transfer to swing. That's where I was doubting myself whether I should actually do something, whether I should take a long position on the Euro USD. I decided to go with it, but the reason why I was thinking about not doing it is because when you're on a daily time frame, each bar, each candle can move anywhere from 50 to 120 pips per day depending which pair you're on. So that could be £25 if it was just on 50 pips, for example. And even though it's only £25, it's quite a lot of money to lose when you've only got a £500 account, because it's 5%. And this one here just clarifies the swing trade side of it. So where I took the profits from on the Euro Yen and the Euro USD as well. And obviously because of that you can see where the money's come from. Look, funds transfer from day trade, etc. And finally the final one, just showing the end result, the £540 and 57 pence. So the positives, the summary, so the positives that I've got, so an 8.1% growth in week 1. Fantastic result with that because I was only looking for a 2.5. So that gives me a little bit of breathing space. It's like 2 weeks ahead of where I need to be. It's always good to have a little bit of breathing space. It can also work against you as well, because you always think, well, I'm not supposed to be there, I'm only supposed to be here, so I've got 20 quid that I can play about with there, and potentially you could put a trade on which you wouldn't normally do, which I probably will do next week anyway, because I'm only human. But yeah, risk to reward ratio was good, and my risk management was really good as well. Risk management, I'll probably do a little video on that, because I think that's really important. I think that should be the first thing that people actually learn about, regardless of whether you're trading options, forex, shares, whatever. I think people need to be on top of that 100% perfect before they do anything else. Lessons that I've learned and questions that I've got for myself. So I've actually deleted the phone app. I think the first day confirmed for me that I don't perform very well on the app, so I'm just sticking to the laptop. So I've deleted that. It has killed me, because quite literally I love just being able to dip into the markets, and I haven't been able to do that. So, but hey ho, there's no point doing something if it's losing your money. Or it could just be that I don't trade very well on a Monday. I don't know, maybe we'll find out over the next couple of weeks. Do I need to improve the win ratio? I think the win ratio is fine as long as the risk to reward is there. I think if that starts to drop, then I've got to look at refining it, but I'll still look into it and see how we can improve it. Most of my losses came from the Australian dollar and USD. Do I stop trading that? Well, let's see what happens this next coming week, and I'll make a decision there. And I've just got to make sure I'm consistent. I'm not bothered about growing 8% every single week, because it's not going to happen. I'd rather do consistently 2.5, because it gives me 10% a month, and it's amazing after a couple of years what 10% will give you in return, as long as you compound it. And I'll show you that probably in the next video that I do. And also just make sure I don't get complacent. It's really easy to do. We've all done it, we probably will always do it, so it's like a constant battle just to make sure that we're on top of everything, we stick to what we know, we stick to our algorithm, and we don't stray from it. So as I said before, I've got 3 goals. First one, do not go bust. Second one, break even, because a lot of people can't do that. And the third one was to make 2.5% account gain each week. And this, for the people out there which haven't already worked it out, will actually tell you how much 2.5% a week actually makes. So you're looking there, you've got week 1 there, so we should be on £513, so we've surpassed that. 2,525, 3,538, so we're just a little bit above that, so we've got a bit of breathing space there. And if you fast forward all the way down to week 15, which will bring us up the week before Christmas, that £500 should turn into £724, which is a £224 gain, which is a 44.83% account growth. I don't care who you are, if you could get a 44% account growth each year, you would be absolutely ecstatic, and people on Wall Street would probably pay you millions of dollars, I don't know, to work for them. But yeah, it is possible. Obviously there's going to be weeks where we lose, some weeks where we surpass like that, but if we stay consistent, we keep focused, we stick to what we know, then we should be able to achieve that, as long as we don't do stupid things. And there we have it. There's the results for week 1. Fantastic week, absolutely loved it. 300% target, 8% account growth. Win ratio was alright, but the risk to reward was really good. Don't forget to subscribe, so that when I send out more videos you'll be able to get them straight away. Press that bell. Put any comments below, and if I get a chance I will answer them. If you've got a question that you want to ask but you don't want to put it on the comments, send me a quick email and I'll try and respond to you within 48 hours. So have a fantastic week, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like.